and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of The Final Play. I'm your host, Harrison, with my co-host.
I'm Mike. Hello.
Guys, it's been a minute. It's been 2 weeks since we've done an episode. Things have popped up.
Things aren't going good.
No, they're
Let's
not.
just say that.
But at least for Dallas, right now, things are. I let's be realistic. Prescott goes down week 1. Everybody's out. Nobody thinks that Dallas is in this. Cooper Rush steps up, gets us to a 4-2 record. Was it pretty? By any means, no. But Dallas is 4-2. Prescott just got medically cleared today. Now that's medically cleared to practice. That doesn't mean he's going to start this Sunday against the Lions. Will he most likely start? Yes. But right now, just erring on the side of caution, I'm going to say no. But before we get even more into Dallas, let me update everybody on the NFC. First place is the Eagles. Second place, the Vikings. Third place, the Buccaneers. Fourth would be the Niners. Your wild card in 5th place would be New York Giants. 6th place, yours truly, Dallas Cowboys. And in the 7th seed, you have the Los Angeles Rams.
Okay.
Now, going into this, let's talk about this last Sunday against Philadelphia. What did you like that you saw within this game? What did you like out of this game?
Everything I liked was in the second half.
I agree with that statement.
The committing to the run, I think, was key to really slowing them down. I think they did expose Cooper Rush as being basically a backup quality. He does no velocity. He has no timing. He's not accurate. He threw 3 interceptions. What's funny about all that was we were still in the game. At one point, we were in second half. We fought back to within 3 points, and that says a lot. But you can't have a first half like that and expect to win games no matter what. But it is what it is. Obviously, he's not going to be a quarterback for too many teams, but a starter anyway. We do get Prescott back, but I'd like to see points being scored. We have yet to crack 30, and a lot of that is because of Cooper Rush was mainly the quarterback, but we're just not going to win that many games. We can't crack 30.
No, and I think that's what Prescott's going to bring back. But these are some stats I want to go over real quick for this game. For first downs, total first downs, Philadelphia had 22. We had 21. That's with throwing 3 interceptions.
Mm-hmm.
And with throwing 3 interceptions, we had more passing first downs than the Eagles did. They had more first downs from penalties.
Mm-hmm.
When the penalty differential is 10 for 72 yards to 2 for 10 yards,
right.
Let's be a little bit more realistic here.
Yeah, they were not flagged for many calls.
And these Eagle players sitting here saying, oh, the reason Dallas came back was because Lane Johnson left the game. That's the same thing as us saying, okay, we lost this game because our starting quarterback wasn't in.
Yeah, we're missing people too.
That's saying the same thing. Now, the big thing from this last game, and there are people that are like, I'm not going to run laps around Cooper Rush because we're 4-2. I am. This whole Rush is better than Dak debate, it ended. He almost threw 3 interceptions against Washington, got bailed out by penalties on the defense.
Mm-hmm.
But no, when you throw into triple coverage for your first one, you completely miss the receiver on the second. The third one's tough. That third one was tough.
Yeah,
because on one hand,
the CeeDee Lamb one,
CeeDee being wide open.
Here's the problem with that, and that is he was criticized a little bit for not trying to make it not an interception. He kind of just let the ball float and ran. He just kind of like, oh crap, that's a horrible pass. And then the Eagle just flew in and dove and intercepted it. He got criticized for not either not making a play to catch it, obviously, but just trying to make sure it wasn't picked off.
Mm-hmm.
So he got a little, McCarthy was questioned about that. Didn't have a really good answer to that question, but I get it because he kind of just let the ball float and get picked.
Yeah, definitely.
So
one thing that I really liked out of this game, realistically, that I liked out of this game was Zeke. That's the answer, Zeke. That's
yeah.
I'll preach it every week that we have an episode on this show that you need to feed Zeke. Pollard has been a home run hitter. Don't worry, what was it? The Giants game?
Mm-hmm.
Don't let me pull up this Giants game when he turned around and had 8 carries for 6 yards. Don't let me pull that up. With his longest run being a 9-yard run. How do you have 6 carries that go for -3 yards? Don't blame the offensive line because this offensive line is one of the best run blocking offensive lines in the league right now.
And they were playing the Eagles,
but I'm talking about when we played the Giants when he had his bad game.
Elliott though even though he doesn't have the gaudy stats, he gets the tough yards when he'll turn really nothing into a 7-yard game.
I don't see Pollard carrying half a defense on his back ever. I've never seen it. But I see it with Zeke. People think Zeke's overrated, overpaid. I'm going to let everybody think what they want to think, but I'm sorry. At the time of the contract, when the contract needed to be handed out, who was the best running back for 3 straight years?
Yeah.
Zeke.
Yeah. And we're not the only ones that got bit by a contract. I mean, Dalvin Cook, as soon as he got paid, he couldn't stay healthy. It happens.
Look at Tennessee.
It happens.
Look at Tennessee.
Yep. Derrick Henry's he's good for a few games and then he's out. This is out, and they're overused. But I think you got to continue to run Zeke. You got to commit to the run. You got to get in 3rd and shorts, and with him you can stay 3rd and short. But yeah, you got to mix in Pollard here and there, and sometimes you got to have them both back there. So you can't just flip them out. It would be nice to have them both out there because you kind of don't know what's going on. But we have to have better receiver play. I think that comes with better quarterback play, and I think hopefully this is a good game for Prescott to get back, kind of get back into the swing of things because we should be able to hang points on the Lions. The Lions.
Yeah, this Lions defense
do not have a D. I mean, they don't have.
No.
Yeah.
They don't.
So they just let everybody go to town.
And let's go ahead and look at Dallas's their upcoming games. This Sunday at noon here in Dallas against the Lions, the 1-4 Lions. Don't get me wrong, the Lions' offense is good, but I don't think it's better than our defense.
I don't think it's going to do much against the defense. No.
Then the following week against the 2-4 Bears, they're the Bears in the conversation. Then we have bye week 9.
That's nice.
I like this only because of who we play week 10. Green Bay. Hey guys. 27 to what? What was it? 27 to 10? They lost by 17 to the Jets.
Right.
The Jets. See ya. Green Bay. No. The only teams that I fear upcoming, realistically, Minnesota. You have to fear Minnesota.
True, but real quick with Green Bay, you noticed in the Jets game, they were having a hard time protecting him. So I think a lot of their problems, their O-line isn't all that great. And Aaron Rodgers, it shows because Aaron Rodgers doesn't have all day to throw. Mm-mm. And when he's hurried, he's, like everybody else, they're not as accurate. And he was getting slung around against the Jets. Mm-hmm. And I think we have a much better pass rush than the Jets do.
No, I think we do too.
So, but the Viking game,
the Viking game is going to be
another
interesting.
Test, but we'll have Prescott, assuming he doesn't get re-injured.
A team that's starting to click now. I'm gonna wait and see until we get there. Indianapolis could be a team that we may want to watch for because again, they have a lot of injuries defensively and offensively. I'm not scared of Houston. Houston was like the 2-week wonder that they were. Mm-hmm. Jacksonville was definitely the 2-week wonder that they were. But here's my big game, and if I have time to, I'm gonna put the clip in at the end of this episode. So I want everybody to see. I'm gonna try to. I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm going to attempt to do it. I want people to see how quiet the walk to the Dallas locker room was after this loss to the Eagles. And I just want everybody to watch what Prescott does. I watched that video, I got chills. Only because of the fact I know how mad he's been since he's had the thumb injury.
Mhm.
I'll give the Eagles a 9-point win against our backup quarterback. In the last 5 times that we've met, you've only beat us twice. Quarterback in the first game was Ben DiNucci. Okay? There's a reason he's on the practice squad. Second of all, you just beat Cooper Rush by 9 points, and he threw 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
That's not a great stat. I'm telling you right
a
now.
lot of those led to scores. Those turnovers led to scores. So,
and you have to come here Saturday, Christmas Eve, here in Dallas on a game that's going to matter the most. That game's going to mean a lot more than this Week 6 game.
Yeah,
it's going to mean a lot more.
And I'm going to say it right now. There's a very good chance, and I'm saying this with Prescott being 100% and playing how he normally plays, that we could be still at 2 losses by the time that game starts. Now, you're right. The Viking games might be a little tough, and
there's a trap game in here somewhere. I can't place it right now.
We're not going to have more than 4 losses by the time we meet them again.
Mm-mm.
So
I don't think we will. But I tell you what, watching Prescott clap the way he did walking into that locker room showed how mad he was. And I think that's going to lead to this. I think if Prescott plays this Sunday, I need nobody nitpick this game with Prescott. Sit back and watch what Prescott does. If I see him take off with his legs, then I know that he wants he wants blood after how bad. And I mean, losing to 9, throwing 3 interceptions in one of the most hostile environments. If you're a Cowboy fan, you cannot go into Philadelphia.
I think something has to change though when we play Philly again. If we have Prescott, we have to threaten them with deep passes. We cannot because they played us shallow. They played us tight because they knew Cooper Rush could not launch a deep pass very far with any velocity. So, but with Prescott, you can run those streak routes and say, "Hey, we're going to throw it over your head. You do not think we're going to be everything going to be underneath. We have to go. We have to prove to them that we'll streak with Lamb, streak with Gallup. Just threaten. Just have that fear.
With
Put
Turpin.
that fear.
Turpin. I'm sorry, man.
Tolbert.
Dude, Tolbert. If he plays only 3 snaps again, I might lose it.
They have to utilize a little bit more, but Turpin for sure. We have to put the fear that we will launch deep passes, every so often to keep them honest.
Mm-hmm.
So they cannot jam us at the line of scrimmage. You're going to have to back off, and when they start backing off, then those runs that we start at are going to go for longer runs. We can do more screens, and things will develop better. But right now, with Cooper Rush, they don't have to. They can jam us at the line. I mean, he's not that good of a quarterback, and they know that. They got exposed.
And the last quick thing I'm going to touch on, and then we're going to wrap up here. Everything that I've seen from Jake Ferguson and Peyton Hendershot is what Dallas wanted with Dalton Schultz and Blake Jarwin.
And they're bigger than Schultz.
They're bigger and better than Schultz.
I think they're faster than Schultz.
I didn't miss Schultz. I won't miss him. Free agency's going to come around, and I tell you what, I think it's better if we let him go.
He's only on a franchise tag, so we just don't re-sign him.
But, yep, that's all I got. if Prescott plays, guys, I don't think this will even be.
I think
close.
this will be the first game we go over 30 points.
You're thinking over 30?
Yeah, we score over 30.
Oh no! I'm thinking that Dak's going to come to prove a point. He's going to throw 3 touchdowns in the first half. He's throwing 3 touch. That's not including the work that Zeke and Pollard are going to get.
Yeah.
I think that we could hang 21 first quarter. Easy.
This better be a 50 burger.
It could be, but
I'll take a 30 burger right now.
No, I'll definitely take a 30 burger right now too. But listen, that's all we got for episode 5 of The Final Play. Yep, episode 5, A New Hope, and that new hope is Rain Dakota Prescott. Thank you for coming
episode
back.
6 will be The Cowboys Strike Back.